All right. Jumping in with one of the last playtest of Patrollin What the Hell. Update for Android. First released for iOS to the public. And just jumping into showcase a few little things. Not much changes. Well, changes for the Android. It's a brand new dev for iOS. And so this is Patrolling What the Hell, or What the Heck, whatever you want to consider it. It is a smaller build of a main game that I created, or I actually can't say created, working on right now. So this is just a smaller build of it. This is basically just a quick public release for the game, but it's a shorter part of the game, which is just a survival mode. And I just wanted to get it out so people could get their hands on playtesting the game, understanding how the mechanics is before the main game comes out, which actually has a whole story mode and everything. Okay, so I'm just gonna jump in. It's gonna be a very quick update regarding things. The one thing I did update or change in the game is per se would be how I load certain enemies into the levels, because again, since it's a more condensed game, I wanted it, and it's more supposed to be more of a survival, I wanted to showcase a few of the enemies in a very rush mode kind of a game. So pretty much what you're going to see is in casual, so there are 4 modes. There's practice, which is just for practicing and just understanding the controls. There's no point system in that. Casual is there's points in the game, but you can't push it to a leaderboard. Hard zone 1 and 2 does push to a leaderboard, which is depending on what platform you're on. So if you're on iOS, it goes to the iOS leaderboard system. If it's Android, it goes to the Play Store leaderboard system. And same thing with achievements. You do have achievements in both iOS and Android. So I'm just going to jump into the hard mode right now, just to give you just a quick play test. I'm not going to stay too long in it, because basically it's all about playing it and understanding the controls. So of course, the gameplay itself. I'm just going to let me switch up a little bit. Jump to casual, because casual is a little bit more simpler to deal with. So if you notice, there are 4 different controls. There's shield, there's slashing, and of course you can actually shoot as well. And then you also have a 4th ability, which is to grab things. The grabbing ability is useful mostly in the main game. It's okay in casual, but in the hard mode it's a little bit more difficult to use the grabbing system to actually really deal any kind of damage or survivability. You are allowed, you can grab certain objects that are floating down. You can grab certain things, like any large things that are floating down, you can grab them. Not ships, but rocks. Like, say for example, I can grab this right here and I can use that as something to shoot back or to throw back. I won't be able to grab that big meter. But again, of course, the main ability that you will have to get used to is the slashing ability. Slashing ability allows you to actually slash enemy fire back at your enemies. You can slash rocks, but they don't deflect back. They will more than likely damage you. So if I was to slash that rock right there, I took severe damage. You can slash ships, but again, you're going to take damage. But basically, your slashing is really more to deflect enemy fire back at enemies. So the reason why I'm playing in easy mode is so you can actually, or casual, is so you can actually see the attacks. So now if I jump into hard mode now, either 1 or 2, doesn't matter, it will be, the ramping up will be significant. So hard mode 1 is level, it's a ×4 shooting. Basically their weapon fire would be ×4. In hard mode 2, it's ×6. So of course, you see the rate of fire is a lot greater, and your survivability is a lot less. And so pretty much, I ramped it up just a bit, just so I can actually test different things. So in this case here, so see how I can grab these kind of things here, or bigger objects to hide behind while my energy comes back up. So I can use that, and so I don't take damage when I'm behind any of these. Of course, depending on if you go over another rock, you're going to automatically grab another rock, so you can use this just as a way to. Yep, but then there I go, it died. So basically, you just have to be strategic with how you utilize your abilities, and depending on which mode you're playing, it can change a lot of things. And that's pretty much wrap up for that. I will get some more details out right around the premiere time, but this game is getting, the iOS version is getting dropped this month, July, and so we're pretty much near the end of the month, so it's either going to be tomorrow or probably next week if I see some other things that I need to fix. But that's about it. Peace.